Hi, my name is Tulanana Bohela. I am the co-founder for ONA Stories, a storytelling company based in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. And we are also the residents for the Aga Khan Innovators program for 2020-2021. Well, when we started with the program, I think it was a very timely time in the process or the growth of our company. We had just kind of figured out our revenue model that would, or a business model that would keep us going. But we're very passionate about creating explainer journalism pieces and trying to figure out how to make a business model out of that. And so being part of this residency program has really helped us develop and essentially build a case study for the passion that we have in explainer journalism, creating a graphic journalism hub with a multidisciplinary team and building a case for it and in the market of Tanzania. We've been able to build our team, but we've also been able to get a lot of help actually with the trainings that we have received through the program. The things that stick out for me are around grant writing, business model developing, around venture capital. Like I didn't think my company as a startup per se. I always felt that companies that are in tech would be startups, but then being told that, you know, I qualify as a company that could go for VC investment. And then what I also appreciated was just how on hand the staff were within the program. You know, just a WhatsApp message away, a call away, when you just wanted to vent or just talk through your week or just have a sounding board of the ideas that you're going through. I also appreciated that we were able to be assigned coaches who were you know, created you know, a place where we could just bounce off our ideas, and not just bounce off, but then also to guide us along as to how to develop our ideas even further, especially because we were doing a journalism story. We were able to be partnered with a very seasoned journalist who also understands the element of media viability. So there were always questions around, like, so what happens after you've done this story? How are you taking this further? What are the distribution channels that you're thinking of? And we really appreciated that kind of mentorship that we got. For our side, it was just really being able to develop also in terms of our administration and finance. You know, so some of those things that internally as a company are needed and are important, but as creatives, as people who are mostly in the arts and the like, we struggle with a lot. A lot of startups do struggle with that administration side. So being able to understand what are the quality policies that you must have, you know, finance policies, quality control policies, things that were just like that I would hear about but would not understand how important they were, and we were literally we're not operating with them. So understanding how to develop those policies, those procurement procedures, and demystifying them for us was really cool. I appreciated, for example, a class that I remember attending was that on accounting. And as someone that dropped accounting very fast in my high school years, you know, being able to go back to that and not feel as overwhelmed. You know, there was someone to talk to and guide you. And, you know, for all of us there, I remember just for all of the cohorts actually, the residents from Kenya and Uganda actually being able to ask questions and seeing how they relate directly towards our work that we're doing. So I really appreciated that about the program, and through that, you know, I've seen immense growth within ONA Stories. So our startup has grown, and we have more members of the ONA Stories family, I'm glad to say, and it's through this program that we've been able to do that. I think one of the great things that's very evident is in terms of our administration. So we were able to get someone to be a project administrator for this project, but then also double back also in terms of the company as well. and also work as someone for social media. So they were interested in social media, and they took up our social media as well. We were being able to set up better procedures in terms of our accounting and finances. So in terms of skills and capacity building, that's really helped us to grow. It's helped us to also manage teams better, because as a startup, you're just a few of you, so you're kind of managing yourselves, you know yourselves. But once the team starts to grow, you understand that there's needs for more procedures, for more quality checks and standards. And those are the things that which we have seen happen. Yes, we've also been able to get a bit more equipment. But I say for us, the biggest asset has been in the human resource side, and knowing how to handle the human resource side on your with the human resources that you have through the program. But also, I think through the program, what's I've seen personal growth in my own self, like really challenging myself to be a better leader for the team that I am. That I'm in charge of, and so that's really been a thing that has put myself on the chopping block, basically, on that, remove myself from the pedestal and going like, okay, these people are answering to you, and so you need to also be somebody who is worth following. And so through the program itself, but also through the program, inspiration of the program, but also just out of my own will, I've gone through leadership programs, this leadership coaching that I've been able to get through the program through Victor Omolo and the coaches. I've joined the Acumen Fellowship, for example, this year, and done like short courses online as well around leadership, because it really showed me that the program really showed me that it's not just about getting the money and spending it. Like, you have to also grow within yourself, and that's the kind of thing that I feel like it will last beyond the program for years and years. So as a co-founder, I was put up to task, actually. As a co-founder, can I start again? As a co-founder, I was put up to task to look at within myself and ask myself, well, what am I bringing to the table? Because as our team grew, I realized that I also have to work on myself to be able to develop my leadership skills and to be a better leader for them. It really helped me to see that these people are showing up not just because they believe in your vision, but also because they believe in you. And so I had to look in the mirror and be like, okay, we need to step up. And I really appreciate the program for this, because they really helped us to also work with coaches, not just coaches on content, but also coaches on leadership, on just your personal journey. And I've been able to have sessions with coaches who have worked on my leadership style and areas in which I can improve, and also areas in which I can look at even my partner and harness his skills within our startup journey and our journey in building the team. So it's something that I really appreciate through the program. My biggest takeaway has been about finding the right teams to be able to implement the work that you're trying to do, and especially to understand the vision and to understand the problem that you're trying to solve within the society. So having people that are on board, but also people who are T-shaped, who are able to do a breadth of work but have deep knowledge of an entity or a subject, and being able to work with them well. Second, even within those teams, let's say 1B, has been processes and systems. Having the right systems, right processes within your teams, so they can be able to track, you can be able to track the progress that you're making and the progress that they're making within the work that you're doing. 2, it has been around your business model sustainability. What is life beyond the residency? And what I appreciate about the program is that it's always prompted us to think, what are we doing beyond this? How are we making sure that this we're using this launch pad to the best of our ability? And being a bit aggressive on that front as well. And the third one has been on your personal on personal leadership. How are you leading yourself? How are you working on yourself within this program, and using the tools, the guidances, the coaching that you're having, so that you can be a better leader for the program and for the product that you're creating. So that's something that I'll be entirely, grateful for once we finish our program.